That dude can sing. Clark Beckham started off as a street performer in Tennessee. He made it to the top 2 and was runner-up on American Idol season 14. Now he's coming to the Gulf Coast for a special performance. Not only this clip, but I watched some other clips before the show. He is absolutely incredible. So this is all a benefit for Children's Rehabilitation Engineering Team, or CREAT. This morning we have Angie and her daughter Hannah. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here. We'll talk more about Clark Beckham's performance in just a little while, but for the folks who don't know, let's tell them a little bit about CREAT.
Sure. Children's Rehabilitation Engineering Team is a 501c3, and it's made up of a group of volunteers who work with donations and grants to provide wheelchair ramps and lifts, adaptive bicycles, and communication technology for kids and adults with disabilities in our area.
For someone who doesn't have to go through those circumstances, explain why all this is so important and life-changing for people who need these things.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of families are not able to provide those things for their children or for the adults in their family financially. They struggle, and there are lots of expenses involved. And so for CREAT to be able to step in and help with some of that and ease that burden is just an amazing thing.
You mentioned finances. Relatively, how important is it for CREAT to have successful fundraisers? How difficult is it to raise money?
Actually, it's going to be an amazing difference maker. They have never had a fundraiser like this before. We came up with this idea, or she came up with this idea, and so we pitched it to them, and they were very excited about it. And so this is their first major fundraiser, and they have helped many people with wheelchair ramps and lifts and everything like that. And they give probably like $500 each time they help someone.
Wow!
So it's going to make a big difference.
Well, I wanted to ask you about that. Hannah, you're the inspiration behind this fundraiser. What exactly was your idea? How did this all come to fruition?
Well, I was born with a cleft lip and palate, and I've had 9 surgeries, 9 or 10, and so I know what it's like to have to need the equipment and surgeries and stuff, and to have somebody there was just phenomenal. And so I've had a heart for volunteerism, and we've been wanting to put something together for a long time, but we got to meet Clark back in January, so it was a perfect combination to bring him here and have all the ticket sales go to this.
How did you meet him?
That's my favorite story. It was Christmas, yeah. It was my Christmas present, was to go to a Clark concert in Nashville. And my mom set up this whole surprise. He ended up doing a private concert for me.
Wow,
and
incredible.
It was the best thing, and we got to have dinner with him, and so we got to talk. And we talked about him coming to Mobile, and he's currently working on an album right now. And he doesn't have a record label, so he's funding it himself. And so we were like, well, we can help you out with that. And my mom, whenever she just wants to do something, she just goes for it. And so she's just casually putting on this concert.
Well, that is unbelievable. And Clark is so incredibly talented, as we said before. His voice is amazing. I hope his first album, when it's completed, is an absolute smash. But prior to that, you can get in and see this Clark charity concert. What do they need to do to get tickets and all that kind of information?
They need to go to itickets.com and just search with the zip code, or search Clark Beckham, and the link will come up and will appear. I do want to say thank you to Zaxby's. They made this possible by being our title sponsor and bringing him down here. But yeah, they just go to itickets.com. You're going to want to get your tickets early because it's at Davidson High School, and there's limited seating. And also, if you get your tickets in advance, you get a little bit of a break on the price. So
very cool. All right, Saturday, July 23rd at 7 p.m. We'll post all this information on the Studio 10 webpage afterwards as well, so you can go ahead, get your tickets, support an amazing cause as well. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, sounds like it's going to be a great evening coming up in July.
Can we try the food over there?
Yes, if you're up for it, you could try Chastity's food. I'm just kidding. It's going to be fantastic. We all know it's going to be good. Coming up after the break.